We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
What do you think Iran's going to feel? How do you think they're going to be like, oh yeah, ceasefire, yeah, we'll if we agree to that, and then all of a sudden they get bombed even more. Are you going to, if you were that country, would you commit to a ceasefire? I mean, come on, guys.
Meanwhile, Democrats continue to blast President Trump's handling of Israel and Iran, and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez arguing the ceasefire proves the president broke the law.
On the ceasefire, the president posted on Truth Social that there is a ceasefire deal between Israel and Iran. Do you believe that? He also said that it was a war, and I think that the president of the United States admitting that he unilaterally brought the United States into a war without congressional approval is a very grave public admission. It is illegal. It is unconstitutional.
The Congresswoman also writing on Twitter, it is absolutely and clearly grounds for impeachment. Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is here. Not everyone's buying it. Listen to Charlemagne.
There have been a bunch of presidents who have ordered strikes without congressional approval. Barack Obama did it against Libya. Joe Biden ordered strikes in Iraq and Syria without congressional approval. Bill Clinton did it. So presidents ordering military action without congressional approval has become pretty routine. So why didn't it lead to impeachment for everybody else? Like when Barack Obama did it, when Biden did it.
The issue about Iran getting a nuclear weapon has been, maybe up until 3 days ago, the most bipartisan issue on Capitol Hill, and now all of a sudden the Democrats feel like did they want Iran to continue to have this capability?
I think it shows again that they just get a Trump syndrome. Here, what just took place in a moment of history, our children will study. What President Trump is able to accomplish has reset the world stage, had made the world actually safer. The decisiveness, the planning, and this goes back even into his first administration when he took out Soleimani. And the other thing that you have found, when he did his first trip to the Middle East, secured and rebuilt those relationships that we needed. But what he was able to accomplish this weekend will change the course of history. We will study this like the Cuban Missile Crisis and then tearing down the wall.
President Trump says he's unhappy with both Israel and Iran, saying both nations violated their bilateral ceasefire agreement.
The president warning Israel that any military action will go against the deal after a senior Israeli official told Fox News that they will have to retaliate with force against Iran's missiles.
So the president right now is heading to the Netherlands to meet with NATO leaders. Here's what he said right before he left. Watch.
I don't think so, but I'm not happy.
See, this is what I was saying. Trump was the only one saying, yeah, there's a ceasefire between these two countries attacking each other. You didn't hear those countries come out and saying that they're agreeing to a ceasefire. This just came from our president. And this is why I was like, there's no reason for Iran to even initiate a ceasefire if they literally just got attacked by the United States. Makes no sense.
I don't think so, but I'm not happy that Israel's going out now. There was one rocket that I guess was fired overboard. It was after the time limit, and it missed its target. And now Israel's going out. These guys got to calm down. Ridiculous. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Wow, and that's too. A lot of people talking about the expletive at the end, but he just being honest.
He's furious.
Right.
I had the opportunity to just talk to him before we just went on air for the 8 o'clock hour, and I said, I haven't seen you this upset in a while. What's really going on? He had just hung up with Bibi Netanyahu, the prime minister, and he said that the prime minister is bringing all the planes back. I said, why are you so frustrated with Israel? And he says because he didn't feel like it was good faith, that even though they still had some time until the ceasefire, that they essentially unloaded on Iran. I said, what about Iran as it relates to some of the reports that they're still doing their program? He says they got to save face for the country. They still got to appear to be strong. But he goes, their program is done. He said, our pilots fixed all of that when they hit their targets there. But he goes, I'm not happy with both of them, but more so Israel, because he goes, it's over, it's done. The program is done.
I'm all for Israel hitting every target possible within those final 8 hours. They got about 100 launchers hiding under tunnels. There's other people. There's other assassinations got to take place. These nuclear scientists got to go. These higher commands got to go. They spent their entire existence trying to kill Israelis and kill us. And now, with the president's referring to, and I think he's right, I don't know if they can do it, but when you have Iran's chief nuclear scientist, Mohammad Eslami, say on Tuesday, they're going to immediately tell Mir News they're immediately going to start again with their nuclear program. Well, I mean, that's like in your face to us and to Israel.
Well, we knew they were going to do that. We saw those trucks removing some of the enriched uranium out of the facilities. Mike Tobin confirmed that, exactly. So where is that enriched uranium? We saw those 5 planes go in from China, go into Iran. Did they take enriched uranium back to China to protect it while Iran was preparing to get blasted? Where is that enriched uranium? But I have faith in this president, and I appreciate hearing him say they will never have nuclear facilities again.
But here's the other issue. They have to stop financing all their proxies. Ceasefire's great, but if you want to get to the next step, I don't know how you enforce this. Hamas can't get another dollar, Houthis can't get another dollar, and Hezbollah can't get another dollar. They did not back Iran when the chips were down. Either did Russia and North Korea, either did China. So we got to make sure that they just can't reconstitute, and we're not back here in 18 months.
But if they do, Israel has great intelligence. We have intelligence. We would know where it is. And look what our military did on Saturday. They could do that again.
Well, but it's very hard to take down what they did with Hezbollah. There's only going to be one pager operation, one walkie-talkie operation. They can't do this again. They cannot get rocketed from both sides. And Hamas has got to be finished. And in a couple of weeks, I guess they're going to look to talk and get the final hostages out. But they have no more money flowing to them right now, no more money flowing to Hezbollah. If that stays the same, then we could watch these guys wither. Lebanon could actually get Lebanon back.
Brian, you know, from an ideology standpoint, I agree with you. I agree with you that this is something that is deeply rooted in the radical Islamic ideology there in Iran, and they're never going to stop. But I do see the president points of, you got to give peace a shot, because he's not only dealing with Iran, but he also has to at least appear to the Muslim world, to the UAE, to Egypt, to Jordan, that he's trying to get a close to this. So working a lot of different factions right now.
But as you know, Iran is enemies to all those countries.
100%.
They just don't want to come out and say it.
Because of their people.
So this is what I was mentioning in my other video about the ceasefires. I'm not sure if that was something that President Trump just came out and wanted to encourage the two countries to commit to. And as soon as that news broke out of a ceasefire, like Trump said, within the hour, Israel was dropping everything they had. Was it because they're like, oh, well, we have this stockpile ready to take to Iran? You know what? He's doing the ceasefire. Let's quickly drop all these bombs and do as much damage as we can until the ceasefire is official on both sides. I think they jumped the gun on that. And I mean, what do you think Iran's going to feel? How do you think they're going to be like, oh yeah, ceasefire, yeah, we'll if we agree to that, and then all of a sudden they get bombed even more? Are you gonna? Or if you were that country, would you commit to a ceasefire? I mean, come on, guys. Personally, I would not commit to a ceasefire, because that shows that you are not a competent leader for your country. So you're going to keep being a rebel and keep rebuilding your facilities to get back to these countries that shamed you across the world. I mean, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Till next time, peace out, everybody.